What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? I hope you are having a great day, and I hope the guy behind you and or the girl is also having a great day. I hope everybody's having a great day, because I am having a fabulous day. Alright, so as you can tell by the title of this video, first let me just start. Road trips are meant to be fun, okay? On road trips, you know, you having fun, you with your friends, you jamming out to some music, you guys got some snacks, you guys got some like fluids, hopefully, of like some water or a Gatorade or whatever you drink on road trips, and you're supposed to have a good time, right? And usually, most of the time, road trips are planned out fairly decently, right? And they're at least for maybe like a few, like at least 2 or 3 days, right? Tops. So don't get me wrong, okay? Quick disclaimer, don't get me wrong. If any of my friends are watching this that went on this road trip, okay? I have nothing against you guys. I love y'all, I love all of y'all. It was fun, it was a great road trip, I had fun. There were certain aspects of the road trip that I quite did not enjoy. But other than that, like, it was cool just getting out of Vegas and being with you guys on that road trip. All right, now with that being said, and with that being out of the way, this particular road trip was not all that good. So to start off, okay, I had to borrow my dad's Sequoia. It's like a big old, not a van, but it's like a SUV, because there's what, like 5 of us? Yeah, there's a total of 5 of us that went. So originally the road trip, or the trip, was for us to go to Six Flags. We were going to Six Flags, but we were only gonna go for a day. So we were literally gonna leave like the day before we were gonna get to Six Flags, drive down, spend the night, go to Six Flags, and then from Six Flags just come back home. And that's, first and foremost, when all this was being planned, I didn't want it to be that fast. You know, I at least wanted to be there like another day, so maybe we could go to the beach, we could explore a little bit, like we would go places, instead of having to feel rushed. Because to me, that feels very rushed and very like, okay, let's just go, let's leave, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's too much. At least for me, it was too much. So the first thing that kind of gave me a feeling that this wasn't gonna be the greatest road trip of all time, was that one of my friends, she got like a very bad headache, a kind of headache that where, like, I don't know if you guys ever had this kind of headache, but where it makes you feel like you need to throw up, and it makes you feel like you need to just, you know, like stick your head out of a window or something. So when we were leaving, before we even left, she said that she had that feeling, that she had a pounded headache, and so she needed to ride shotgun, and so that, you know, because at least for me, when I'm in road trips, I either have to be driving or I have to be shotgun. Because if I'm in the back and I'm like stuck with a bunch of other people, I start feeling claustrophobic. And I think I am claustrophobic to a certain extent. Not like a lot, but I don't like being in cramped spaces. I know nobody does, but like when I get in cramped spaces, I start to like breathe heavy and I feel uneasy, and so it's not fun. So she had to sit in the front seat. I was like, cool, whatever we need to do to make you feel good, right? So that was fine, but that kind of should have been a red flag of like what was to come. So we left, okay, we left Vegas and we started driving for California. We were doing good. I filled up before we left town. Okay, and speaking of which, okay, just a quick thing. I don't know how many of you out there can drive. One of the main things, if you guys have ever noticed about road trips, is that you always fill up before you leave. Like, no matter what, even if you filled up like the day before and you've only used like that much gas, you always go and you always fill up your tank before you leave for a road trip. At least for me and like for my family, anytime we've gotten anywhere, we always fill up before a road trip. So I have a friend who, I mean, maybe just at the time I was just like a little bit, I don't know, on edge, or I was just feeling annoyed already. But when we started leaving, she asked me if I was gonna fill up before we left. Now, normally that wouldn't be a big deal, you know? You just say, yes, we are, and like you move on. But at that time, I don't know why I thought that was like the dumbest question that anybody had ever asked me, because I thought it was obvious. Like, I thought that that's just what everybody does and it's normal. So I think I got a little bit upset about that, which is kind of dumb and pointless, but whatever. So we've been driving good, and my biggest thing, especially on road trips, is like, if you can hold it, please do. Whether it's like having to go to the bathroom or farting or whatever. Like, if you can hold it, I would much rather just drive, stop when we need to refill gas, and then get to where we're going, and then we can chill and do whatever. Now, when I go on trips with my cousin, this is easy because me and him, we're like this. We're like one person, and we think the same mostly. So me and him like know when to stop. We know like what to do, and there's not really any like, you know, like butting heads with me and him when we go on trips, just because it's very easy with us two. When you take more than just two people, it makes road trips a little bit difficult, because obviously not everybody can hold their bladder as well as you can. Be quiet, phone. Not a lot of people, you know, can like decide on where to eat and stuff like that. So we were all fine, we were all doing good. It was time for us to refill gas, and everybody was fine. Like, nobody wanted snacks, nobody wanted anything except one person, and she wanted to go to Starbucks. And like, nobody else really wanted to stop, but because she just like, she wanted her caffeine and everything, like, we went. And I think at that point, like, everybody started to get agitated. Like, everybody in the car was just getting agitated, because again, to me, if you try to rush something that much and you try to plan something out that much, it doesn't really turn out well. So throughout the road trip, just like, I have friends that keep asking me like dumb questions at the time. They were getting me like agitated, and people like, I don't know, it wasn't a fun car ride, like, getting there. We finally got to our hotel where we were staying, and like I was just kind of irritated. So me and my other friend, me and him, we went out for a walk. It was Milo, actually. I went on a walk with Milo, and we kind of just walked around like where the little street and stuff where the hotel was on. So it was really cool. It was just kind of just to get away from the rest of the group, because it was 3 guys and 2 girls. And like, it's almost like the guys were all on one page and the girls were on the other, and we were very agitated already. And the other thing was, and I forgot to mention this, before we got to the hotel, all of us had never had Chick-fil-A before, and we had always heard that Chick-fil-A was really good. So we had been driving in the car already for a while, and I wanted to get out. I wanted to sit down at a table, you know, and stretch my legs a little bit. The girls did it. The girls just wanted to go through the drive-thru, pick it up, and then drive back to the room. And like, us 3 guys, like, we wanted to just get out the car and sit down. And like, well, okay, technically it was me and my cousin, and then like the votes were 2-2. Like, the girls just want to go through the drive-thru, go back to the room. Me and my cousin wanted to get down, and then Milo was knocked out in the back because he wasn't feeling all that great, so he didn't really say much. But I think like, just in general, like, everybody was so agitated that we finally just decided to go inside and eat. That didn't really make anything any better, because once everybody got food, like, everybody just kind of wanted to go to a hotel. Now, that wasn't as bad as what happened that night. So we got there, maybe, I think it might have been like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. We were all tired, and we all had to get up like pretty early to get to Six Flags. So we tried to go to bed, and our neighbors, if you want to call them that, the people who were in the next room, they were talking loudly. They were like banging the walls. At one point they were smoking weed, because when we walked outside of the room, like, we could smell it coming from there. And they kept us up like all night. We were up till like 2 in the morning, and it really got to the point where I was ready to like walk out of the room and like fight somebody. Like, I was that irritated. But like, all of my friends were just like, no, calm down, like, just go to sleep, it'll be fine. So we went to bed. We had to wake up early. So when we finally went to bed, it felt like we only slept for like 5 minutes, because when everybody woke up, everybody was already irritated and agitated. So we got up, we drove to Six Flags. Like, everybody kind of had like a small little breakfast, like granola bar or something, but we didn't really have anything to eat. So we get to Six Flags, and we're waiting in the gate to get in, because if anybody's ever been to Six Flags before the park like officially opens, that's what you have to do. Like, you have to wait outside the gates to walk in to go. Milo, he doesn't do very well with roller coasters. And I know it doesn't, like, it seems kind of weird because you would think going to Six Flags, like, it's nothing but roller coasters, right? But he still doesn't do very well with roller coasters. I don't do all that well with roller coasters, but it's mainly because of like the motion. So I'll take like motion sickness pills to kind of calm down my stomach. So like halfway through the day, we're trying to get on roller coasters and like Milo's done. Like he doesn't want to get on anything anymore. And that's just like irritating the rest of us because like the reason that we're there is to get on roller coasters and do everything and like just kind of hang out, but he doesn't want to anymore. Like he's over it. And then that kind of irritated me, but then I got over it, and like, it was just like, the day kind of just started going downhill from there. And one of our friends, she's like, anytime that she goes to Six Flags, like she makes it a point to hit every single ride. And for us, or for her to be with us and not do that, she also started getting irritated. So that entire day, everybody just kind of got irritated. And then like towards the end of the night, we kind of left a little bit early before the park left because we were gonna go to like, I think a mall out there or try to see if by some miracle we could get to the beach. But none of that happened. We decided to come home, and then when we finally got home for like the next few days, nobody really said anything to each other because I think we were all still kind of irritated after that. But after that, everybody got over it, you know, we kind of moved on, and now we just kind of make fun and laugh at the entire situation because at the time it sucked, but now we luckily can just look back at it and laugh. So my suggestion to you guys, if you ever go on a road trip, is make sure that you plan it out decently. All right, make sure that you're not rushing, that you're not like trying to get through a bunch of stuff too fast. And if there's more than just like 2 people, try to accommodate everybody. Don't be a jerk and just do what you want to do or just what they want to do. Like try to accommodate everybody and make it a pleasant, possible road trip. But that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. That was my lovely story of the greatest road trip I've ever taken. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button for me. If you're new, subscribe to the channel because I would appreciate that. But until next video, I'm gonna tell you guys, peace.